Good morning. My husband is constantly telling me that I will make a comment or something. He says that's something for bite-sized virtues, and I just got so discouraged because I kept trying to load videos and they wouldn't work. And I don't even know if this one's going to work, but the fact that I am willing and trying and have had multiple things get in the way of that this morning makes me think maybe I am supposed to, because that's how Satan works sometimes. So I'm currently doing a small group study with a small group of trusted women in my life, and we're studying Psalms 119. It's really long, but we're chunking it up each week. And yesterday we were supposed to pick our favorite verse, and I had two circled. Chapter 119, 165. Great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. And I have strayed like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I have not forgotten your commands. And those were the verses I picked yesterday. And then this morning, the Lord really put on my heart. Over and over again in my life, He has shown me how He perfectly holds my life. And even though there can be things that come up that can be worrisome, He has unveiled in my life ways that He has protected me and cared for me. Almost as if to say, even though this issue comes up, I have a plan for you and I will guide you through that, or I will protect you in that. And so yesterday went for well checks with the kids, and one of my kiddos had issues as a baby with ear infections, and this past late fall or early fall he had an ear infection and went on an antibiotic, and went a couple 10 days later and it still wasn't gone and had to go on a second stronger antibiotic. And I took him back a month later and said, he was over that, we got cleared, everything was good. But he's still complaining about this spot on the back of his ear. And so the physician on staff at the time, which isn't his regular doctor, was said, he doesn't have an ear infection, just put him on allergy medicine. I'm like, okay. So yesterday when I went in and I told the doctor the pain that he had, and my son, very verbal and very almost not normally aware of conversation, as a youngster, of adults, added, when I come down the stairs when that's bothering me, the pressure that I feel when I make those steps really hurts. I didn't tell him to say that. He just heard the conversation between the doctor and I and decided to add that. And the doctor's face got very serious and he said, if that ever happens again, you need to let me know, because there's air pockets back there, and if they get infected, it's really hard to get rid of, and you have to take a special antibiotic, and if you don't catch it, it can get really serious in need of surgery. And so coming home with that, I felt frustration that I had already been there, but the person who was on staff didn't know that, didn't say anything, didn't recognize it, and didn't get us the help we needed at the time. And worried that, what if that happens again? What if it didn't fix itself last time? What if it's still there, And so I immediately go back to that. I have strayed like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I have not forgotten your commands. I know the truth. Over and over again in my life, God has picked me up and shown me something's wrong, or shown a doctor, get this taken care of, because it could have been a problem, and I would have never known that. And yet I keep on going back. In yesterday's verse, I said, great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. I know the truth. And yet I still gravitate toward worry and control. I want to control. I want to make sure it doesn't happen. And I want to worry about it until I feel I have enough control that I don't have to worry about it. And that's a sin in my life. I'm a mom and I know that's natural, but I don't want that to be my norm. I want to immediately shift to great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have to say I've strayed like a lost sheep. Romans 7:15 is Paul talking, and he says, I do not understand what I do, for what I want to do, I do not do, but what I hate to do, I do. And we've all heard that over and over again, and it's true. And he wrote about it. And he was just as imperfect as everybody else in the world. But I just felt like I needed to share that. Maybe even just for me, because sometimes I have thoughts And if I don't write them down, I'll forget them. And then I'll have an opportunity to share a word with a friend who's struggling, and I'll forget what I was trying to say. So even if this doesn't go up online, even if it doesn't get to anybody, but it's something for me to fall back on, that's okay too. So I was overwhelmed at the beginning of the year, and so I think more than having a specific day and trying to find things to say, when the Lord really puts something on my heart, I'll say it. And if it works, maybe you can hear it too. I hope you guys have a blessed day, and I hope that as you guys are coming into the Christmas holiday season, that you remember it isn't about us. It isn't about our list of wants. Make someone else feel loved, because God found the best way to make us feel loved. He gave us the greatest gift he could ever have given. Keep Christmas about Christ. Have a great day, everyone.